Back to the gym with its perks and drawbacks. So I finally have access to weights again, and it's not so hot or humid inside, even though the air conditioning could potentially be considered as a downside in my view. But on the flip side, it's going to be very busy, especially in the evenings, and I'm not out in nature anymore. But give something and take something. So what I wanted to do was nothing crazy. I've been away from weights and bars for a while, and since I was actually using rings, which are still a form of resistance, a form of loading, it's a different kind, and I wanted to ease myself back into that. So I wanted to do some work that was going to take care of most of the joints and get the body moving pretty much. I thought that the front squat was going to be the best movement for especially the lower body, but I feel like the front squat is one of those rare movements that are actually challenging to pretty much the entire body. And I was also doing some targeted work for the posterior chain, which has kind of been not neglected, but didn't really get as much attention with body weight only stuff. And I thought that kettlebell swings, or at least in this case the dumbbell swings, were going to be a good stimulus that also had a component of explosivity in there. So I was taking care of most of the joints with the front squat and seeing if I had regressed in any capacity, and then doing some extra work for the posterior chain and also something for the core and the hip flexors with the leg raise with an extra weight. I was not able to go for 15 repetitions on the leg raise, so there was a bit of a regression there, but the front squats felt okay. I was going for pauses and I was doing 8, 7 and 7 on the sets that I've done. And then I moved over to the upper body part. And here I wanted to go extra careful on especially the overhead movement. So I was only going with the bar and I was doing high repetitions, and I was alternating the pushing upper pushing movement with a variation of the pull-up. Here was the neutral grip pull-up with just my body weight, just to get the blood flowing in there, with the variation that is, I think, the most congenial one. And in between I was doing some extra work for the shoulder, the usual stuff that I've been doing for the last 10 days or so, these internal twists, external twists, just to get the blood in there all the time. Anyways, the bar is only 20 kilos. It was very easy, but still challenging because I was going for higher repetitions and making sure that all of those were pain-free or even discomfort-free. I wanted to test how many I was able to do without any pain really, and I was doing sets of 15. And throwing also in there some hamstring isolation. I'm going to try Nordic curls soon. I want to be in a good shape. So as a first session back into the gym, it was alright. I felt spent at the end. I did not want to overdo it. So let's get back into that. Ciao.